Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with another UFC prediction for the UFC fight card 318 for the BMF title in New Orleans, LA. We have 14 fights on the card. We got to start straight into it with the first woman fight on the card is Carli Judice against Nicolle Caliari. We have decision for Nicolle Caliari. The most people are going with Carli Judice, but she's 4-2, not too much experience. Caliari has 11 fights, so I'm picking with her. Bruno Ferreira against Jackson McVey, also going for the not UFC wet, but he has probably like also 4, 5, 6 fights on the UFC roster, and he's known for his knockout. So we go with first round knockout. And next on the card is Ryan Spann against Lukasz Brzeski. We gotta go with Ryan Spann first round knockout if he really doesn't win the fight. Of course, like Lu- Lucas won one against Walter Walker, who we right now seeing maybe a guy who will fight for the title. But Ryan Spawn is still long in this game, and he will show his qualities. Next on the card is Jimmy Crute against Marcin Prachnio, against a Polish guy. I mean, Jimmy Crute. Hmm. Yeah, let's go decision. Let's go Jimmy Crute decision. Maybe a very tough fight for both guys. 20 and 28. Let's have a robbery in this fight. In this card. Yeah, probably a robbery. Adam Fugitt against Islam Dulatov. We gotta go with probably the biggest talent, the biggest potential on this card is Islam Dulatov. If he does things right, he can be the biggest star, especially on the level like Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway. Yeah, Paulo Costa and Kevin Holland had the name too, but he definitely can be in that category if he stays true to his things, what he's saying, and like he said, he'll bring UFC to Germany, make the arena full just alone. Let's go by first round knockout about this big talent. Ateba Gautier against Robert Valentin. We gotta go with Gautier by first round knockout. I don't think he will be a great star like Dulatov, but he will definitely have a good record because I can't see him lose right now. He has so much power. He knows how to take a punch, and he's just powerful. He's like a Romero. So we go by Ateba Gautier first round knockout. I really like this guy. Francisco Prado against Nikolay Veretennikov. I will probably with Nikolay. Back then I was trying to go with him, but right now I can't stick to him. He don't look too much confident. Yeah, we go by Prado decision. But this will be a tough fight too. Maybe even a robbery again. Tough fight. Another tough fight. Marvin Vettori against Brandon Allen. We gotta go by Vettori decision. Again, 29-28. Very tough fight. Maybe the first round for Allen, and then Vettori just showing why he fought for the title. The next on the card is Phillips against Vinicius Oliveira. We go by Oliveira third round knockout. We saw Phillips can gas out, and the more the fight goes. So third round knockout by Vinicius Oliveira. Yeah, now the main card. Michael Johnson against Daniel Zellhuber. We go by Zellhuber decision. If Daniel Zellhuber, I don't want to say survive the first round because Michael Johnson is always tough and always dangerous in every round. But I believe the more the fight goes, Daniel Zellhuber will have will know how to pick against Johnson. He strikes, and Daniel Zellhuber is always in the first round. He's always like not scared but nervous, like the reach, the stance, the distance management. And if he has this in the first round, probably the second and third round will be his. So 20 and 28 for Daniel Zellhuber. And next on the card is Dan Ige against Pitbull against this Bellator champion against Dan Ige. So if a Bellator champion again loses this fight, this will be crazy to be honest. Against Dan Ige, a guy who will never fight, or let's say never win a fight in the top 10, maybe ever or again. That's very tough. But let's go with Pitbull again. Maybe another close fight. 20 and 28 Pitbull. He really needs to win this fight, man. Because if not, it's disgusting, to be honest. Yeah, Kevin Holland against D-Rod. It's like Kevin Holland against D-Rod it's like a fight we saw it at least 3 times. It's maybe because these two guys fight so often. But yeah, Kevin Holland by submission in the second round. I was trying to go with a knockout, but maybe a knockdown and then the ass choke or something. Yeah, the co-main event: Paulo Costa against Roman Kopylov. We go by Roman Kopylov decision. I was trying to go with a knockout, but we know Costa has a chin. He still has a chin. I mean, if you can survive, remember, I know you guys thinking about the Adesanya fight, but if you can survive a Romero, you can survive a Roman Kopylov, but still Roman Kopylov hits hard, good. He's a very good striking fighter. So yeah, decision made for Roman Kopylov. Max Holloway against Dustin Poirier for the BMF title. I mean, the chin of Max Holloway. Right now we know it's cracked. Right now we know he can get knocked out. Uh, this is the third fight. 2 fights of them Dustin Poirier won. I mean, I believe if you win 2 fights against a guy, you will always win all the fights. It's like if you're 2-0, if you're 1-1, everything can happen. But if you're 2-0, most of the time it will be a 3-0. Dustin Poirier is just levels ahead. It happened with Volkanovski, and if Volkanovski can do this to Max Holloway, then of course DP, this is his last fight. He will give everything. We gotta love and respect Dustin Poirier. I saw his training videos. He really tried to win this fight, and he will retire. He will retire as the um, baddest MF, the BMF champion.